Canyon. Fine. You know, we leave that, we drive, we end up somewhere, a restaurant, and we have 2 steaks. The guy told me, he's like, you should get the bison. I said, you should get out of here. So we have 2 steaks. They're overcooked. Whatever. What are you going to do? We're sitting there. I mean, the restaurant it takes a long time. Food's not good. What is to stop me from saying that when the waitress put the steak down on my table, she looked at me and she whispered, Heil Hitler, and then walked away? What is to stop me from doing that?
Nothing.
What is to stop me from doing that? You know, I don't understand. What would potentially, if I could get a few friends and we all had the same story, and we could just say, hey, this restaurant, what do they mean? What is it? A racist activity alert?
Yeah, so this is what pops up when you pull up the business. Business accused of racist behavior with a big red exclamation point, and it has a disclaimer before you visit the restaurant's page on Yelp.
Dude, no one's going to care if it's a good restaurant. If the food is good, nobody's going to give a shit. It's also like the restaurants that are really racist are poor restaurants where usually minorities hate each other. Can we go to a Korean bodega that hates black people and say a racist behavior alert? Can we do that? I've been sitting in Chinese restaurants in New York where a black lady came in and literally the Chinese woman goes, "You'll pay now." Like, well, what is this here? Yeah. Are we going to be able to just label everybody, every restaurant as racist? Racist behavior alert. I witnessed racist behavior at this restaurant. Fuck Yelp. Fuck you if you need Yelp to make a decision. Fuck you if you use Yelp. Fuck you if you write reviews on Yelp. Fuck all of that shit. It is grotesque. I stayed in a horrible Airbnb. The dude was coked out of his gills. He kept coming downstairs to use the fucking washer dryer. His kid tried to open the door. His roommate was walking around at 2, 3 a.m. I'm like, I don't even think they were gay. I think they were just coke freaks. Middle-aged guy with a roommate. You know what? If you're not fucking, what bonds you together? The love of the night. So he's out there at 2 a.m. just stomping around. And me and Dan go, hey, you know, because I'm up giving Dan a lecture about, you know, how superior I am to him in comedy. And Dan goes, some guy just walked by through the yard. And I go, what the fuck? So I called the owner. I go, like, can you tell me what's going on here? He goes, he's just taking out the garbage at fucking 2 a.m. That's my roommate. Let me tell you right now, the guy starts asking me for tickets to the show. I'm like, it's sold out. He's like, there's nothing you can do. Bitch, I don't know you. You're doing laundry in the place I'm paying to stay. You're not watching your daughter who's trying to get in the room, and your coked out roommate is walking around the backyard at 2 a.m. like he's about to do a home invasion. No, there's nothing I can do. I don't review him negatively. I refuse to review him. I'm not a rat. I'm not a rat. I just don't review. My mistake, my fault. I don't review. I say I either review the Airbnbs very well or I don't review them at all. That's it. That's the game that I play. I don't want to destroy that guy's business. Now, should it be destroyed? Unquestionably. I mean, the house was a construction site. Everything was a problem. The parking, everything. There was large cinder blocks everywhere. He had different people in the yard. You could have easily justified writing the worst review ever, but I did not do it because I'm not a rat. I do not feel comfortable destroying somebody's ability to earn money. Maybe the next person will like that. Maybe his next guest is all coked up and likes strange people and children wandering in the house, and maybe that's part of the fun. Maybe that makes their vacation better, but not me. But I don't review it. I just step back. I go, let this motherfucker do what he wants to do. You know? Fine. Doesn't matter to me. Maybe he reviews me. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. But I'm glad that Yelp is now solving the problem of racism so you can go identify if the waitress at Applebee's was... And by the way, aren't these major corporations going to start to sue Yelp for this?
Oh, interesting.
Wouldn't you sue Yelp?
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. It's saying you might have to link to a news article from a credible media outlet, but I mean,
good luck finding one of them. A credible media outlet. This is what? Like,
I don't know. I mean, they don't.
What are we doing here, folks? Just eat your food and move on, you fat fucks. Jesus Christ. Green Cactus is transphobic. Just eat the taco. I mean, for the love of God, this is really just creeping into every fucking area. It's boredom. This is boredom. People are bored, and they don't know what to do. And people at Yelp are like, how do we capitalize on all of the anti-racism that's floating around? Let's let people rat out restaurants they feel are racist. You should open a restaurant with the best food at the best deals and make it like genuinely the most offensive restaurant ever. Like, it should be an oppression-themed restaurant. Swear to God, the tables should be little gas chambers, and the people that serve you should be SS guards, and all the performers should be slaves. Slaves, and then to the side of the restaurant, like the people that check you in are Irish, and they haven't eaten because of the potato famine, and they all look fucking inbred, and there should be them. And then there should be a back garden of the restaurant called the Gaza Strip, where you don't even get food. They just throw the leftover food they found on the floor, they throw it at you. And if you try to get water, they hit you with a stick. And if you price that restaurant fairly, people will go. If the food is good and it is priced fairly, I will straight up look at Ben and go, we're going to Nazi slaves tonight. We're going to Nazi slaves. You know I like the buffalo chicken wrap because it's nice. They use the chunky blue cheese. We're going to Nazi slaves. So I don't care if it makes you feel uncomfortable. And we're eating in the back garden of Gaza Strip because of COVID-19. That's what they should fucking do. I mean, if I was a billionaire, I would just open the most offensive restaurant known to man and see what Yelp did with that. How do you like this, Yelp? Christ on the cross would greet you and say, hello, welcome to the restaurant. And then you know what you would do? You would pin a nail in Christ's hand, and we'd have a burger, a really big burger. And if you ate the burger, you would get to assassinate JFK. Like, we'd have a fake JFK, and you could shoot him, and then he'd splatter, and then one of the waitresses pretends to be Jackie, and we'd put you on the wall, and you said, you finished the JFK burger, and I killed Kennedy, and you'd have a big smile on your face. The desserts would be 9/11 themed. The most offensive restaurant known to man, just to fuck with Yelp. See what happens. I mean, just crazy bad. Just crazy bad. We would hand out crayons and pieces of paper to the kids, but only if they drew Muhammad. Do you understand? This restaurant would last maybe a month. In a mature country, this would be a hilarious restaurant. Yeah. In a mature country, this would be hilarious.